Good morning, YouTube. I'm Ogi F. Ray just parked somewhere downstairs, working perfectly fine. And in this video, I'm going to share what happened to my motorcycle last month when I tried riding the RC390 to Gujarat. Welcome to the channel. Now, ever since my attempt to ride my RC390 to Gujarat last month, and if you haven't seen that video, well, I'll leave a link for that video at the end of this video for you to watch. A lot of you have been asking me what happened to my motorcycle that caused it to break down during that ride. Now, there's always going to be people who assume and make a fool of themselves on social media by commenting as well, so I'm going to leave some of their comments on the screen right now for you to watch and laugh at. Now, if you're expecting this video to be a KTM brand bashing video, I'm sorry, you're going to have to look for that kind of entertainment elsewhere. I've always said that you get what you pay for when it comes to the 390s, irrespective of whether it's the Duke or the RC. And with the amount of reviews and posts and articles out there about the motorcycle, there isn't really much that is left to be hidden at this day and age. So if you're buying the motorcycle, I think you know what you're getting yourself into, barring some unique cases where maybe the frame or something of that sort has cracked. I don't think there's really any major issues with the motorcycle that should surprise you now. Now, if you must know, the only real issue I've faced with the motorcycle is a radiator fan which stopped working within a month of me buying the motorcycle. Apart from that, I've not really had any issues, and since the motorcycle was under warranty, I had the radiator fan replaced free of cost. Like I always tell people, if you take care of your motorcycle will take care of you. If you don't, well, you're probably one of the people who believe this picture is true. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's get this video started. Now, I'm going to get a little technical with you right now, but don't be afraid, I'm going to try and make it as simple as possible for you to understand. This is what the inside of a normal 4-stroke single-cylinder engine looks like. The video here shows intake, compression, power, and exhaust. This little device at the top is a spark plug, and it ignites the compressed air-fuel mixture to commence the second revolution of the 4-stroke cycle. In order for it to be working perfectly fine, it needs to have a steady current flowing right through it. And here's where the problem started. When I had my motorcycle towed back to Mumbai, thanks to Orange Assist of course, something I definitely recommend all of you KTM owners to have, just in case. I had it taken to Ahuja Automobiles in Mahim, one of the few KTM service centers I trust with my motorcycle. They also have a service center in Andheri for those of you interested. This is Dheeraj, who was the technician working on my motorcycle, who took it apart and narrowed down the cause of this entire incident. The spark plug cap seemed to have been pulled out forcefully by someone, causing it to disconnect from the spark plug and causing a gap in the flow of the current through the system. Now, there's usually a ring within the spark plug cap that ensures that the spark plug clicks into place and is secured, thus maintaining the connection. But when the cap was tugged on, this was damaged and couldn't hold the spark plug in place, causing a leak in the current which eventually led to the engine shutting down and refusing to start. So there you have it, folks. That's what happened to the motorcycle. No matter what I tried after that, whether it was a running start or an electric start, the motorcycle would not go anywhere. Again, I'm thankful that I had KTM Orange Assist and it was towed back to Mumbai and the issue was resolved. In case you're wondering, Rage is working perfectly fine now. I've not had any issues with it since. Now, there's always something to learn, something to take away from an incident like this, and I wanted to make sure that I shared that with you. So here's a few tips to help you avoid such an instance from happening with you or your motorcycle on any long distance ride. Number 1, try and make sure that your motorcycle is covered, whether it's inside your building or outside of it. If it's covered, chances are someone would not spot it, and anyone looking to either damage or steal your motorcycle would not know where to find it. Unless, of course, they've been doing research and tracking you down and tracking your movements for a really long time. You've got other things coming your way. Number 2, invest in an alarm system for your motorcycle. Now, what these alarm systems do is, the moment you either get too close to a motorcycle or if you go past the proximity sensor and you manage to move a motorcycle around, whether it's the handlebar, the switches, the seat, whatever it is, there's a 120 decibel alarm which sounds off. I think that's loud enough to scare someone away, don't you? Now, if you're thinking that that's too much of an investment to make for your motorcycle, or if you're worried about ruining the warranty on your motorcycle, well then you might want to think about looking at a disc lock. A disc lock, just like it sounds, Now, a disc lock, just like the term sounds, is a device which you connect to the front or the rear disc of your motorcycle, and benefit number one of it is it prevents your wheels from turning. So if someone were to, say, manage to start your motorcycle by whatever means, they wouldn't be able to just ride away from that location because your wheel would be restricted the moment that disc lock touches your front forks or your rear swing arm, whichever the case may be, or even your brake calipers for that matter. Benefit number two is some of these disc locks come with alarm systems inbuilt into them. So the moment you even move the motorcycle, forget about starting it, there's a 120 decibel alarm which will sound off. Again, I think that should suffice. Now, if some of you have any ideas or thoughts around how we can protect our motorcycles from either being stolen or from being messed around with, by all means, please share that in the comment section. You'll be helping fellow bikers with that, myself included. Alright, that's all I had for today's video. Thank you so much for watching the channel. If you liked what you saw and you found the information useful, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. If you did not, well, there's always the comment section for you to share feedback. As always, at least wear your helmets while riding your motorcycles and ride safe. It's a jungle full of strange animals out there. Goodbye. Entire setup tested and approved by Bain. We good to go, Bain? Bain, are we good to go?
You at the bar tryna flex on me, bouncing checks like basketball. It's all we get it poppin'. See me dancing with the flow, white boy killing with the moves. Watch out, he's